Hello, this is a demonstration of a multi-user virtual reality social activity space for older adults with and without dementia. This video will demonstrate some of the features that this application contains to encourage social interaction among participants. So, in this first scene is more of a user customization. So in our first step, you get to enter a name that other participants will see using the keyboard below. And you can use this to change the caps. That one deletes. And you can see that as you type using these buttons here, the name appears on the field on the screen. Then you press confirm, and you can press these buttons to cycle through avatar options. This is how other participants will see you within the environment. And we'll just go with this one. So here is where you can select a conversation topic that other participants will see above you that they can use to engage in conversation. You choose one of the 4 topics here, or enter a different topic using the keyboard. I'm just going to select this, and then when you're ready, you can press this button to enter the task lobby. In the task lobby, participants can familiarize themselves more with the controls by performing different tasks. These tasks also demonstrate some examples of interaction that they can encounter within a virtual reality environment. So we have our facilitator here providing instructions on how to move within the environment by pointing down and pressing the trigger button. We moved to where the carpet is. So if we go over here, the facilitator will move and provide a task. Watch the following clip on the TV. So we can just turn here, and the video will start playing. If we look away, the video will stop playing. When a task is completed, the facilitator will give some words of encouragement for you completing the task. Oh. So if we move over here, here is an example of a task where you use the trigger button to pick up an object, and you can let go by releasing the trigger button. Also, what I demonstrated earlier, while you can physically turn using your head, you can also use the joysticks on the controllers, move them left or right to move your virtual character. This is useful for turning around fully, as it would be difficult to do physically. This avoids issues of turning if participants do not have a swivel chair. So over at this task, this shows objects interacting with other objects by picking up the cube and then placing it in the container. Over here is an opportunity for participants to look at their own avatar in the reflection, allowing them to see how the movement of the VR headset and their VR controllers are mapped to the movement of the avatar. Over here is another task where participants are simply required to press either one of the buttons. So when participants have completed all the activities, or if they want to ignore the activities, they can also just proceed here. Either which way, pointing at the green door and pressing the trigger button will bring them to the social activity space where they'll be able to interact with other participants. They'll also arrive back here, if they happen to get disconnected from the internet while they're in the multi-user environment. So let's proceed forward. We are outside in the social activity space. And over here, we have another participant who's been connected. We're going to get a bit closer. And there they are. There's a guest. Hello.
Hello.
All right. So as you can see, the participant, the guest had their own username of what is displayed above their head, and they also have a conversation topic where if we press this button, we can see that they chose travel. I believe I chose travel as well.
Yes, you did.
All right, and then you can just close that again by pressing the button. So here are instructions for moving within the environment. By pointing at the ground, you'll see these cylinders, which inform the participant where they will teleport to. So let's move over here towards this activity board. This activity board displays some of the available activities to participants, and also by pressing the move button will allow them to move to that activity instantly. Would you mind demonstrating this by pressing the move button on the ball throwing activity?
Sure.
And off they go over to near the ball throwing activity. I will just proceed by walking onto the bridge. So as you are on the bridge, you can see all of the different activities available within this space. And let's proceed to the ball throwing activity. So, to start this activity, you can press any one of these three levels. When you press one, a set of cans will spawn. Then you can use the trigger button to pick up the balls. And then make a throwing gesture and let go of the button to knock down the cans. As you do this, cans that were knocked down, depending on the color of the ball that threw at it, will change the score up above. Shouldn't need to worry about the losing the balls, as when the balls are let go, they will be brought back to the table. Anyway, on to the next activity. So let's proceed to the music hall. In this activity, participants can listen to music together using the networked music player. So if I were to press the play button here, a song will play. This will play across the network, so other participants, such as the guests here, can hear the music, right?
Yes.
All right. And over here, there's a slider where participants can increase or decrease the volume. There's a pause button where you can stop the music from playing. And then using arrow buttons here, you can change to different music tracks. So you hear a different track now?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So exiting this activity, move on to the painting activity. So this activity will allow participants to use paintbrushes to draw onto whiteboards. So they can use the trigger button to pick up the paintbrush, then point at any of the paint cans here and press the grip button on the side to change the color. Then by pointing towards the whiteboard, if you press and hold the grip button, you will draw onto the whiteboard. And the important part about this is that the drawings are synchronized across the network. For example, I can see that the guest is drawing a picture of a sun. And if they turn around, they can see that I drew, well, a smiley face. So, if perchance you're unhappy with the drawing or want to clear everything and make a new drawing, you can press the reset board button to clear the board. There is also a button to suggest a prompt if participants need inspiration for what to draw. Let's see, a garden. And if participants drop the paintbrush while in this area, the paintbrush will return to the table. Okay. On to the next activity. So here in the card game activity, participants will be able to play a game where they'll try to match up pairs of cards. So if you press the red button to start, the cards get flipped over. And when you point at any of them and press the trigger button, it will flip the cards. And it will match them or flip them back down if the cards didn't match. And that's all the cards matched. It'll point out that the cards are matched, and if you want, you could just flip them over again. All right, on to the last activity. So here in the cinema activity, similar to the music activity, participants can use a UI board to play different videos. So it displays on this big screen here, and much like the music player, this is synchronized across the network. All participants can see this video that's currently playing. And just like the music player, you can pause the video and adjust the volume higher or lower. So, leaving that area now. Another thing I should highlight about the other participants is that their movements are synced across the network, as was kind of demonstrated throughout this entire video. So my movements are synced across the network. They can see me move my arms and head. Consequently, they can see, I can see their movements. And when I move over here, I'll move over there, synchronized across the network. So when you've done all of your socialization and you've are content with the what you've done for a session, you can proceed closer to this exit object here and point to proceed to the exit. I'm going to let the guest go first. Bye. Thanks for helping.
No problem. Goodbye.
And like that, they are gone. So when you press here, proceed to the exit, you'll be brought to a small little room, just thanking the participant for their time today. And once they press the trigger button on this door, the application will close for them. You may have noticed throughout this video that there's a timestamp in the corner. That is to display the current timestamp for data recording purposes. Thank you for watching this video today.